this is Kat Annie, and this is the Language of the Heart podcast for January 25th of 2017. Just about ready to take my dog out for a walk at the lake. I have not been to the lake for, I don't even remember. It's been like months probably, and of course it has been wintertime. I guess it's windy out there. It's only like a 3-mile drive, and I just felt like it. I guess sometimes I get a little nervous about going to places I haven't been lately or haven't been at all, but I continue to go just because I just can't let my fear or unknowingness stop me. I'm sure that there's people that just feel excited every time they go somewhere new, and I probably feel excited, but probably also an equal measure of, oh my God, what's going to be there? Where am I going to park? Who's going to be there? What will the weather be like? Thank goodness I just keep moving forward, because once I get to somewhere new, I love it. I feel alive. It really wakes something up inside me. Some parts maybe of my brain or being that takes in new information and files it away. Somehow it's very healthy for me to do that. Even though it's not something that I leap for joy at doing, I just know from experimentation that it makes me healthy. And I'm really glad today that I weigh and measure my food, and that I am a food addict of a serious type, the kind of person that either is eating all the time or trying not to eat. And that's so exhausting. Oh my goodness. I never knew this kind of freedom was possible, to have 3 meals a day, weighed and measured from a food plan, and doing it with a group of people, which is, I realize, is very important, because you kind of want to stay in the group so you don't start adding other things into your food plan and then you're all alone again. So I'm really glad that I do this, because I can feel my intuition. Like, I felt like going to the lake, and it wasn't some big craving or I was crazed to do it. It just feels like I want to. And before I got my food addiction under control, I, of course, overate, because that's what I do. I love food. So I would eat too much, because how do you stop? It's so delicious. And then I would be numb. I would be physically sickened, because I'm eating too much that my body cannot process, and my body doesn't want so much junk. Even good food, too much of it, the body's like, what are you doing to me? I sometimes wish there was like a play or a movie of our organs, and somebody's eating or drinking or drugging or doing something, or sluggish or overworking, and the body's going, okay, send in the troops. And then it's like, please stop. It's so hard. It's so hard to keep up with the bad habits. So now that I don't do that, and I'm not numb, and I'm not sickened, I'm more aware of what's going on and what's good for me. Now, what's funny is you would think, oh my goodness, she knows what's good for her. Why doesn't she just eat what's good for her? And it's just the strangest thing. I cannot explain it. But once I start making my own food choices, it's just, I don't make good choices on my own. Something takes over. Something starts running the show. I guess you could call it the addiction. Some people refer to it as my addict. I don't use those kind of words. All I know is that I'm powerless over food, and I can't manage it on my own. So there you go. So anyway, that's why I'm going to the lake today, because it sounds good and I need it, and my work is in order. Oh, and I already took my dog out to a wonderful walk today with her friends, and she got muddy and ran. And so it's not like I have an obligation to take her out, because I do feel like I have an obligation to give my dog an exciting thing every day. But, well, so she's going to have 2 today, but so am I. Okay, what else did I want to say? Oh my goodness, I did some online shopping. I mean, what I did was with Walmart, I ordered food online. I selected it online, put together a shopping cart, and selected it online. I did this the other day. And then I paid for it with my debit card. And then I said that they ask you when you want to come pick it up. And there's only 2 Walmarts in my area that does this. So I picked one because I was on the way somewhere. I picked the one that was on my way. I said I'd be there at 1 o'clock. And so I went there. I went there to follow the signs that said, pick up your groceries. I parked in this spot. There was an orange sign that said, call this number. Oh, also a woman named Gail called me about 10 minutes prior and said, your groceries are ready. And I pulled up, and she comes out this door, rolling this cart with all these blue tubs with all my groceries. And we loaded them up. And I don't know why. I still can't even explain why it was so fun, why it felt so good. I'm still kind of processing it. And what's funny is the other day I was listening to a support group meeting, and this woman said that this woman that's struggling, she can't stay abstinent. She keeps picking up all the wrong foods and gaining weight and being numb and passing out and all those things we know about. And she said sometimes she can't help but see these, she calls them her trigger foods, junk food and sweets. And right now, when I go into a store, I look at those like they're poison. Those are rattlesnakes. I don't get near them. That's a loaded gun for me. But when someone's new and they don't understand what serious condition they're in, what serious ailment this food addiction is, they put themselves in dangerous situations. So she would go over and pick up these things and touch them and look at them, and then pretty soon they're in her basket. I'm thinking to myself, no. But here's another idea. I just thought, if you weren't at the stage where you saw those things as poison and you wanted to stay abstinent, you did not want to pick up things that are poison and not good for you, I would think this online shopping and picking it up is magic, brilliant. You don't ever have to see any of those things. And you're very thoughtful about what goes in your basket. And you're not putting yourself in a situation where you're overcome by desire and cravings, because you're not in the presence of your trigger foods, your addictive foods. So I'm just still processing how fun it is to shop this way. All right, I've probably gone on long enough for the Language of the Heart, January 25th, 2017. This is Kat Annie, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.